Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the Game Arena Black Ops 6 launch tournament. Excuse us for the extended break, but we are back and we are ready. Losers finals on the docket. Thrive versus Cabal Gaming. Shibby, we've got an absolute banger on our hands as Team Acrylic waits in the winners finals, or rather the grand finals.
Yeah, they took on Team Thrive to get there, and you know, honestly, like we said, a lot closer of a match. I feel like Thrive might get their rematch, might get their revenge here in that grand finals, but they've got to go through Cabal Gaming, who have been on a bit of a run, let's say, right? Been on a bit of a tear here. Two teams. I'm expecting a barn burner. 5-match banger here. So we have Icons, Nate, Stu, and Dello for Team Thrive. And for Cabal Gaming, we've got Cootie, Thresh, KB, and Rupert Skywalker.
Yes, sir. I mean, these are names that everyone in the arena knows. I mean, these are guys that have been competing for quite some time. A few young guns here and there. You take a look at the map set. Vault, Hardpoint, Rewind, Search and Destroy, Skyline, Hardpoint, and if we get there, Vorkuta, Hardpoint to follow, and Vault, Search, and Destroy. If we get that 5-map banger that you're talking about, we could be seeing Vault to Vault here between Thrive and Cabal Gaming. We know the hardpoint prowess from the side of Thrive. They have really been kind of locking in on that hardpoint. Only hardpoint losses today and really the entire of the tournament coming to Acrylic. And then you go to the side of Cabal. They've been in this losers bracket since the start of today and have just been winning game after game after game, going on an absolute tear right now. Can Thrive handle this pressure?
Yeah, and I feel like at least me and you, we haven't really got to cast too much Vault at all, really. I mean, a lot of Vorkuta, that kind of stuff, Skyline as well for the hardpoint map. Like, not too much here and there, so I'm kind of excited. Hopefully we get the Vault to Vault, right, 1 to 5 here, as we are going to start off on this map here. And that P1, I feel like it's one of the more open P1s out of the maps that we've seen today.
Yeah, just kind of dead center of your map right there. Obviously the rotation, a couple of money hills to those big back corner buildings, and obviously, as Shibby kind of mentioned, that mid hard point to kick things off. It's going to be really interesting to see who kind of takes the adjustment here first, who really gets going early, gets onto the point, and really kind of gets these things kicked off. I'm really to see who can chain these hills together, who can make a big impact early on in the game. We know how well Thrive and Icons, Nate, Stu, and Dello have been playing throughout today. They've been on an absolute tear. It's going to be interesting to see if Cabal can handle that early pressure, at least in the respawn game mode.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Thrive, I thought was one of the better hardpoint teams until they faced up against Team Acrylic there, but I think anybody kind of loses their edge when they're facing up against Team Acrylic. So we'll see Thrive kind of come back into their ways, warm up for their potential rematch here. But Cabal Gaming as well have been pretty good. Both these teams frying right now here, and I want to see Thrive kind of get that early control. I think the biggest thing for me is their ending, right? Towards the end, towards those last couple, like 20, 30 seconds, when they hit that 200 mark even, they kind of begin to falter a little bit, right? They get maybe a little lackadaisical, maybe they kind of push their foot off the gas, and that kind of gives the other team the way back into the game here. So I want to see kind of Thrive knife to the neck, pedal to the metal, and I don't want them to give free points over.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing with Cabal here coming into this one, I mean, is off the losers bracket run, right? When we've already seen teams like Luxury Exotic make those big-time upsets earlier today against the Speedy White Men, sending them home, and really, you're seeing for those losers bracket teams that are coming off hot starts for today that have just been playing since early on this morning, and they've really been locking things in. It looks like we're getting underway. Thrive versus Cabal Gaming, a date with Acrylic waits in the grand finals here in Columbus. Already P1 locked in, ready to go, and that hard point starting off as well. Thrive and Cabal. Already the headbutt Chow's ensuing up towards it. Icons will open us up here early and often. 2-piece in the feed, but Rupert trades it right back with 2 of his own, and already you can see it, things starting to heat up.
It's just literally Icons and Rupert kind of trading kills here and there, putting themselves on the kill feed right now, but it looks like Point's still getting contested, right? Both these guys just throwing bodies. Finally, Cabal just gets a nice, clean 4-kill. That's going to give them the point.
Yeah, 20 seconds left to work with as well. But Thrives and Stu kind of working their way towards that back P2, working for those new spawns. As you do see the reinforcements starting to come through for both of these teams. And Stu with the big shots and starting to work on towards this new hill. About an even split, kind of what we expected out of both of these teams. Now heading into this P2, our first kind of money hill of the map. We'll have to see who's really locked and ready to go.
And Thrive are going to have to push the offensive here, trying to break Cabal out of this point right now, as we've seen both of these teams kind of go on runs, right? They start chaining some points together, and eventually they're at like a 70-point lead right now, as Cabal Gaming right now just absolutely dominating the kill feed.
Yeah, dominating the kill feed right now, dominating the map control as well. You see Thrive trying to work their way up through the mid area of the map, but kind of getting shut down for the moment. But Stu able to find a good two-piece there, but the util usage coming in from Cabal Gaming will be good, as Thresh and KB combined for 2 kills there. But Nate able to slip through the defense a little bit and find his way at least onto the hill for a moment before the reinforcements come on through. Take him out. It's just a few seconds for Thrive there, and a very good hill so far for Cabal Gaming.
Oh yeah, Cabal have had a majority of this, maybe 50, almost 40, 50 seconds here. They're just doing a very good job defending P2 right now, and Thrive cannot seem to find their way in. Instead, they're going to hit the early rotations, I suspect, onto that P3 right now. They've got the initial positioning. Let's see how Cabal handles it.
Yeah, Cabal's kind of got this pressure towards the bottom side of your map right here. You also have Rupert Skywalker kind of playing Overwatch, looking at this new hill. This is going to be a tough one for them to break, at least off the initial of where they're spawning. Thrive will be able to cut down one, but traded back out immediately is CoD. Going to make his way in through mid here. He's kind of sneaking around with that Jackal, looking if he can provide some pressure for his team. The first kills come through as CoD. Going to pounce on from mid as Thresh will follow up with another kill there, and Cabal breaks right into the hill, and now their turn to work.
And looking like they're slowly but surely stringing some points together, and what was like a 10-point difference is now, what, 30, 35 as Thrive get back onto the hard point here, but it feels like they're just getting Cabal's leftovers.
Thrive still with a lot of time left to work with. You break in with about 30 seconds left. You got a lot of time left to work as Cabal now kind of forced to play either the old deal or hit your rotations, and you look over towards new. Thrive already doing so. So they're going to be locked and ready to go for this new hill, and Cabal going to be tasked with the break once again.
Oh. And they've already started the offensive right now. They've taken 2 members out of Thrive. That early rotation doesn't really mount to much here as Cabal, quick as they are into this point.
Yeah, and now the seemingly knowing that Dello is kind of waiting around in your wings, but he will be able to pounce and find the first kill. And now that kind of turns heads a little bit here. He can kind of become that thorn in the side, a nuisance really, running around in the back of your spawn. Sliding in, though, will be taken out. And now Rupert can kind of focus towards the front, as it's going to be 3 dead in the feed. You got 1 more player left alive and should be able to deal with Stu here shortly, but he's just going to kind of wait around the backsides, try to play for the reinforcements to come through, but Cabal Gaming will just take all of this free time.
Cabal just, again, getting majority points, right? 40 seconds, 35 seconds. Again, Thrive just kind of coming in here, getting some of those leftovers. As we'll see Cabal probably do 1 more offensive before they start rotating out here. Actually, looks like they get the point. 3 on the kill feed.
Yeah, just kind of playing these back spawns, just making sure you hold all this scrap as we rotate back over onto that P1. Second set of rotations about to be online, and Cabal Gaming already doing some good work to try to hit those outside marks, but not really showing up in the kill feed as much as Thrive. Going to be able to find a 2-piece there in the feed, finds the hill as well, and that's going to be the good for the boys in blue to kind of start a little comeback.
All right now, Cody's playing some very, very good right now. 18-8, absolutely putting the team on his back right now. You can see this hard point once again gonna be Cabal Crash.
Thrive now has to hold off this pressure as Cabal is starting to kind of push their way on in. Stu gonna meet the demise, and now you're gonna have to try to hold it off again. Cabal Gaming just seemingly breaking at will as much as they want to. Stu here, though, trying to provide a little bit of pressure, but it's just shut down at the seams. Cabal Gaming starting to run away with this lead. Still 15 seconds to work with here on this P1. You're starting to see the rotations start to happen now towards new, and it is just all purple in the kill feed right now.
Yeah, purple on the kill feed, purple on the hard lines. It's kind of Thrive to be able to take some of those points back and get leftovers, trash points as you like to call it here, as we get into P2 here. Cabal Gaming once again swarming around.
Cabal Gaming now tries to make their way and just holding this hill down. Thrive, they're forced with the task of the re-break, and it has got to come sooner rather than later now, because this lead, again, starting to extend a little further than you would like, but all of a sudden, Blue in the kill feed starts to pop up and on now. For CABAL Gaming, you can really just start to kind of now work your way towards a new. Really, for the moment, there's nothing that you can do to break this P2. You get a couple of kills, though, to maybe go your way over towards it, but for the moment, you just want to play these back spawns, potentially work out, see if these respawns now. Icons working around. Ruger Skywalker as well. I mean, for the moment, Thrive done a good job to at least get back in this hill.
Oh, yeah. Definitely closing that gap that kind of CABAL made a run on right now, as we do see. Final seconds are going to tick here, and point coming in. CABAL Gaming have some pretty good advantage spots right now, as you see half of Thrive trying to work their way through, looking for some errant rotations, looking for somebody to be caught out here. Stu, the sightline absolutely deadly here. You can see some... Oh, we get a view of the map really quickly.
And now with CABAL Gaming, just a 50-point lead right now. Things start to get a little bit mixier. You're just one hill out of the game if you're Thrive. You've kind of clawed your way back into this one, and now you're starting to work your way into this lead. But CABAL Gaming, now with these spawns coming around the backside, they've got a little bit of a pincer now. It's starting to work towards the mid area as well, but they're not going to be able to make do until then. CABAL comes through, able to find a couple kills. You slide right onto the hill, and there's nothing that you can do now for Thrive. You try to work your way on in, a little bit of mid pressure here, but CABAL Gaming is just shutting you down right now, and this is something that we have not really seen from Thrive. They are kind of getting waxed a little bit on these edges, if you would say.
Yeah, right now Thrive kind of come back into this. I mean, 123 to 175, CABAL Gaming seems like they've had dominant hard points here, just absolutely frying Thrive on every single challenge.
180 to 123. This is CABAL Gaming's point. If they are able to hold it, already 2 dead in the feed. KP's gonna line it up for another, and all of a sudden, CABAL Gaming running on amok. Nate trying to get his way in. Maybe can get a quick contest, but he's got to wait for the reinforcements to come through, and that's not even going to be able to happen. He's cut down, and there is still all the time in the world for CABAL Gaming.
CABAL at that 200 mark right now. They're going to keep working towards that 250 right now, and Thrive, they're so far down. They've got to play what we call perfect COD very soon, because they don't have too many seconds to give.
Icon sliding in for 2, but not going to be able to find the 3rd, and all of a sudden, CABAL Gaming able to light up the kill feed for 3, and you just get sent right back to the start if you are Thrive. CABAL Gaming running and feeling good. CoD 29 and 16. Somebody has got to put a stop to this man.
I know, he is absolutely terrorizing Thrive right now, and I don't know if the man can be stopped. He's in his mode, he's in a different gear, as he's just frying right now. Look at him, just taking these challenges and winning!
The pistol gets him to that 30 mark. Thrive are on this P1, at least for the moment. You know the CABAL pressure is ever coming, and now Stu gonna open it up with the first one there, and now as well, Thrive gonna be able to come through with the 2-piece, make it 3 in the feed, and all of a sudden, you get a little bit of success if you're the boys in Thrive. You can start maybe working towards that new hill, but you look down towards it, it's going to be CABAL that just kind of backs on out.
CABAL have a lot of time to work with, right? They only need about 30 more seconds here, and they've got a big lead. Let's see what they do, if they'll hit that rotate and just try to see what they can do right now, as they've got 10 seconds on this hard point. Thrive, they're in a tough position, Matt. They've got to get onto these points, and they can't give too many seconds over. They've got to defend these with their lives.
233 to 156. Got to play perfect cop from here on out. Thrive has the rotations on towards new, but how long will it hold? Is CABAL Gaming starting to look around every single corner? 1, 2, 3, 4. Light up the kill feed. CABAL Gaming seemingly at will, able to remove Thrive players as much as they want. 7 seconds left. Everyone from Thrive trying to hit their way through. Bull, you gotta swim a little faster than that. 2 seconds left. 3-for-1 trade, but still Nate on the hill trying to hold this down, but it's just not gonna be enough. 250 to 161, and CABAL Gaming makes their statement here in the losers finals.
What a statement, right? Coming out from CABAL, and that's the man on your screen with the best play, 33 and 19. Every time we pan to CoD, the guy was either getting a double kill or he's getting an insane challenge, playing so aggressive here and really giving his team the space to just control these hard points. Very well played from Cabal Gaming, and specifically CoD. Look at that. 26 non-traded kills. That man is on fire right now.
I mean, yeah, we talked about Cabal Gaming coming through the losers bracket being almost absolutely flawless today. Just haven't really had any struggles, it seems like, and even against the likes of Thrive, Cabal Gaming. You talk about making a statement, you talk about showing up in map number 1, and that is exactly what you'd like to see if you're a Cabal Gaming fan. The S&D has been clean out of them, as well as we've known that Thrive has had a little bit of struggles as of late here in the S&D game mode. Cabal Gaming, everything at their fingertips right now.
Yeah. Rewind. Got to be art, search, and destroy map here. And I feel like for Thrive, they got to come away with this, right? They've got to get this S&D win for them. They can kind of contest on these hard points. Maybe they're a better Skyline team, even on Vorkuta here. But Cabal right now, 250 to 161. That's a pretty massive difference there. And I don't know if CoD can keep up the momentum. It doesn't look like Thrive will be able to do much here as we do load in onto Search and Destroy on Rewind specifically. Matt, I feel like we haven't seen too much Search on this map.
I mean, we've seen it a lot in other series, just not as much as we've been casting, at least for you and I. But, I mean, this is a map that we've seen a bunch is late in the S&D game mode for me. It's kind of plays very similar to how Vorkuta plays. It's those long-range engagements towards the outside, and the mid just gets absolutely as mixy as you like. In this one, though, it is going to be interesting to see if Thrive can overcome the S&D struggles. Cabal Gaming on an absolute tear through the losers bracket. Can they continue, perfect the losers bracket, and get themselves to the grand finals?
As we see the first blood coming out from Cabal Gaming as Thrive gets another one back. So it's a 3v3 so far here, and looks like they're going to try to slow the pace of the game down, but that might actually work in Cabal's favor.
Cabal Gaming sitting on these back headies, just waiting for the chows to come through from Thrive. They'll be able to take out the second one on the board, and now the man advantage lies with them. Thrive now has to play with a man down, and shots already coming in for Icons. He's going to have to get out of dodge, as well as he's had another teammate drop, so now left alone in the 1v3 in a matter of moments. Cabal Gaming wins that round number 1 and continues to keep their foot firmly on the gas pedal.
Yeah, you saw Thrive try to slow it down just a little bit, and when that happened, Cabal Gaming steadied themselves. They got the right challenges, and yeah, just really good kills coming out from Cabal Gaming here on that first round. But we'll see if Thrive can match that. We just had a match, or just had a series where defensive rounds are traded back and forth, back and forth. I doubt this is the same here. Let's see if Thrive can do it, though.
Thrive now finding themselves on that defensive threshold as Cabal Gaming will have to work their way in, and looks to be an aggressive approach as they right into mid, able to find that first blood. Icon's going to be here to try to get the trades on back through, able to find one, but no more than that as he's traded out himself. Another kill comes off screen, and Cabal up 3v1 right now, all on to Stu, and he is stuck between a rock and 3 guns coming out of Cabal Gaming.
Yeah, they're watching every single entrance here. The moment he peeks into this bomb site, I'm sure he's going to get absolutely blasted right now. Bomb down. Look at where Cabal Gaming's playing. This is a tough spot for Stu.
Yeah, there's not a lot of angles that he can enter from here. Already kind of giving away his position, so they know exactly what side of the map he is in, and Cabal Gaming using the little headies to their advantage, and it's 2 quick rounds in the back pocket after a dominant map 1 start. This is looking like a Cabal team that is on a mission.
Yeah, I mean, they've just been playing match after match after match, right? No rest, nothing like that. Tearing through the losers bracket, and unfortunately, Thrive is the next team on their way to meeting Team Acrylic here. Is Cabal Gaming 2-0 on the rounds, and going to go back onto the defense. I think Thrive had an okay offensive round their first time around, right? They got the trade in, but I think they slowed it down just a hair too much. That allowed Cabal Gaming to reset back into their positions and see if we get some early challenges.
Early and often here on Rewind. This mid area becoming an absolute hellscape as Cabal Gaming makes another first blood in their favor. Nate gonna try to carry some early shots in, but he's just running into the entire Cabal Gaming squad. They are starting to go on the hunt. That's another one there, and 1, 2, 3. You light up the feed, and Cabal Gaming 3 straight rounds in a row to open up this S&D, and looking absolutely disgusting.
Quick and dirty is the name of the game for Cabal Gaming. Absolutely making mincemeat out of Team Thrive here, and they're up 3-0. Feels like Thrive just cannot find their footing right now.
Thrive. And you're going to have to find it sooner rather than later. Already down 1-0 in this series, already down 3-0 in this map. CABAL Gaming seemingly at will, doing whatever they want to on the map. Thrive now trying to hold these defensive chows here in toward the mid area once again. Rupert Skywalker trying to make his way in for maybe potentially a little bit of a pinch, and he absolutely will. Woo! Rupert on the 5 spree, able to find it there, and gives them the man advantage once again.
And look at Thresh is just playing these really long sightlines with this AR as Nate does get the kill, but again, CABAL gets another one. 1v3 for Thrive here. Or sorry, 1v2 here for Thrive.
1v2, CABAL Gaming just running around as Dello tries to work his way around to the back, but he's about to meet both of these players up right. He finds the first tags onto Dello, but he somehow gets away with his life. Now into the 1v1. Thresh goes ahead, recollects the bomb, but now has to play the guessing game of where Dello is, and Dello able to clutch up, finds the 1v2 in a round that Thrive much needed.
A good clutch from Dello, finding that first kill in that hallway and repositioning, right? Just playing, the game, playing the defensive side, just doing really, really well, forcing CABAL Gaming to be like, you have to push one of these bomb sites. You don't have a lot of time left. Absolutely understanding and playing the patience game. I love that from Dello. A much needed round to inject some hope into Thrive.
Yeah, I mean, they don't win that round. They go down 4-0. You got to imagine it's pretty hard to make that one to come back here, especially with the way CABAL is playing. But there is still a 3-1 deficit on the scoreboard and a tall mountain to climb here. Thrive still got to keep the foot on the gas pedal here. And already you're seeing this look from CABAL Gaming. Some early work here and some early map aggression to make their way up around this side. But for the moment as well, Thrive going to be able to get that bomb planted.
Gets that bomb down, but still a 4v4 right now. Nobody's gone down. CABAL Gaming looking for this retake. One goes down. Another one. It's a 2v2 so far.
Shots going back and forth.
Thresh
trying to make it happen here, sliding in and out, rucking all around, but now working well with his teammate here in KB. You've got to get on this bomb, though. 15 seconds left. Not going to have enough time to defuse here. Got to take the chow. Not going to have it. CABAL Gaming gives away now 2 rounds in a row, and all of a sudden, Thrive seemingly has arrived to the series.
That clutch from Dilo ignited something into him. Thrive, a nice quick bomb plant, forcing CABAL Gaming on the offensive there. Unfortunately, they just could not get the retake going. Thrive, like you said, 2 quick rounds, 2-3. So we swap over, and really good heroic play from some of these members on Thrive's side. Dilo, obviously, in that first round, and in the second round, really think Stu and Icons played pretty well there.
CABAL Gaming, though, still with the lead, and now with the bomb in hand, making their way quickly up this outside street side. I mean, they are just taking all of the map control that they want over towards this outside side. But Cutie now works his way around, tries to find a chow out, but he will only find Icon's bullets landing into his face. Nate finds another, but all of a sudden, KB fires back with 2 of his own. Now into the 1v2. Dello, shots tagged in, but won't be able to find it. The trade comes through, and Thrive, 3 rounds now in a row. You blink and you miss it. CABAL Gaming, a 3-0 lead, seemingly evaporates before our eyes.
Icons doing a good job there. I believe that was a 3-piece overall for him. He got 2 quick kills in the beginning and got that finalizing kill at the end. And we were staring at a 3-0 match not even maybe, 4 minutes ago, Matt? Yep. And now it's tied 3-3 apiece. Thrive finding their footing in this SND. We talked about how important it is for them to win this map so that they can maybe split those hard points and force it to a game 5 here. Right now, momentum in their favor.
Absolutely. And a big turning point right now, potentially in this series. CABAL Gaming once up 3-0. Thrive with an absolute comeback on the cards right now. But the first blood does go in favor of CABAL Gaming. Cootie, some early shots there, trying to find another tag. You can hear that RCXD rolling as well as a couple of trades go back and forth. And that RC car will find one as well. CABAL Gaming now with the man advantage in hand. As Icons, though, making his way through mid right now, but misses the timing on Rupert by just a second. Will get taken out, and now going to have to need some more heroics out of Dello.
Let's see if Dello can do it here. He did it once. Don't know if he can do it again, and unfortunately, Dello against the whirl, and the weight is just a little too heavy there as Cabal pick up their 4th round win.
And that's big for Cabal too. You know, you feel the momentum shifting a little bit. 3 straight rounds in a row of Thrive. You get that quick first blood, easy chows out. Use the RCX key to T. And now Thrive on the back end. Have to find a way to bounce back.
Yeah, they string together 3 rounds. Not the end of the world here for that round 4 from Cabal Gaming, or the 4th round win from Cabal Gaming, but I like what I've been seeing from Thrive. I like what I've been seeing from Icons, right? Getting some nice kill feeds for himself here. But you can't just rely on one guy on the side of Thrive to do everything here. They got to play well together as a team.
Cabal Gaming, bomb in hand, and again, taking that outside pressure that they like to do here. Kind of a staple of their game here on Rewind, and already look at this early bomb plant potentially here out of Cabal Gaming. Kind of flip the script a little bit here. Offense playing defense now as KB. He's got the bomb planted, just kind of checking a couple of angles. That'll be the information there, but they will take out Icons across map as well, so you get the man advantage. Now the 3-man advantage to the last one alive, and he will be sent to the grave. Cabal Gaming, 2 quick rounds in a row, and right back in the driver's seat. 1 round away from taking a 2-0 lead here in this series.
And Thresh got that double kill early on. First blood for himself, and the moment he tried to get traded, picks up another kill there. So very well played from Cabal Gaming, specifically Thresh. And Thrive, fortunately, down 5-3 right now. They've got to string 3 quick round wins together in a row if they want to tie it up 1-1 apiece.
You know, they've done it before. They found 3 rounds in a row, once down 0-3, but now 2 quick rounds from Cabal Gaming have completely flipped the script once again. And now Thrive, trying to find a way to get this bomb down early. Like the plant out of Nate, you get the flip of the script, and now Cabal Gaming forced with the task of the retake.
Last time they tried to retake, they could not break Thrive's hold on the bomb site here. Let's see if they have a better time. This is one's for all the marbles on Cabal Gaming side. If they can get this defusing and this is a retake, it's going to be a 2-0 lead for them.
Yeah, but already
overall.
23 seconds left. I mean, your time is just dwindling away from you. You have to go, and you have to go now. Cabal Gaming has waited so long for this, but can they make it work? 1-for-1 trade happens, 16 seconds left on the clock. Now, only 1 player left standing, and they find him. They have to find the defuse, and they find him. Stu, 1v1, not enough time to get the defuse, and Stu will find the kill for extra points. Thrive, able to keep themselves alive, finding that 4th round and getting us ever so closer to that round 11.
What a move. What shiftiness coming out from Stu, right? Sliding back and forth after the stun hits there, and bit of a closer retake for Cabal, but Thrive squeak it out there. It's a 4-5 match score. Did you expect such a close S&D from these 2 teams?
You know, I would have at least at the start, but I mean, after Cabal Gaming goes up 3-0, I mean, we're kind of almost writing Thrive's obituary a little bit. I mean, we were talking about the 2-0 lead. We're talking about looking forward to grand finals potentially, and now all of a sudden Thrive has just kind of hung around, right? They've just made this a little more mixy than Cabal would have liked, and now with Cabal just needing that 1 extra round, so far just not able to find it.
We'll see. Cabal have been pretty good on these offensive-attack-sided rounds here. They've been able to penetrate these bomb sites very well, although Nate already getting shots laid into him.
We'll find the first blood, though, if you were Thrive. So Stu able to find it. Cabal now down a man, but will immediately find the refrag to get those numbers advantage back to 3v3. But you look up at the time, 46 seconds left. Clock's going to start to become a factor here soon. You've got to start thinking about getting that bomb down, and they do. Now on the 3v3 retake. Beautiful shots there out of KB to find the first. KB not going to be able to find the second. Trade break back out. Cabal Gaming now 2v2.
CoD on this bomb site, playing a real prone position. They know where he is.
Oh.
Gets the kill onto Stu, but he gets traded out. It's a 1v1 Delo versus Thresh.
Who's going to be able to find it? And it's Cabal Gaming clutching up after giving up 3 rounds in a row towards the mid side of the map. They put 3 rounds of their own right back on the board, and now have secured a 2-0 series lead, and potentially now just 1 map away from grand finals.
1 map away against their match from Team Acrylic here. Thrive struggling on that hard point. Keeping this search and destroy pretty close here, but Cabal come out with the 2-0 lead, and now Thrive, yeah, no maps to give. No one else to lean on but themselves here as we go into Skyline. a potential 3-0 angle for Cabal Gaming here. We talked about how important it was for Thrive to win this search and destroy, to potentially split these hard points, either Skyline or Vorkuta, and force a map 5 for Vault. Now Thrive have to just play perfect, right? They've got to play absolutely on point. They've got to play better than they have probably all tournament right now as they go up against Cabal Gaming in this Skyline hardpoint. Probably one of the hardest ones in the rotation.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw Thrive look really successful on this Skyline hardpoint against Acrylic. Obviously, it slips away from them a little bit towards the end. 250 to 246, though, still. This is a map that Thrive feels very, very comfortable on. So, Cabal Gaming going to have to deal with the pressure that Thrive is still going to be throwing at them. This series is not over by a long shot, especially with back-to-back hardpoints on the docket potentially here. Thrive, though, they have got to pull something out of the bag right now because Cabal Gaming, I mean, that first hardpoint was not close. 250 to 161, controlling that map for a majority of the latter half. And then, obviously, a 3-0 hot start in that S&D. They give up 3 rounds right back, but all of a sudden just work their way to that victory. And now Skyline hardpoint on the horizon. I mean, for me, right now, Shibby, everything, right, it lays in Cabal's favor, right? They control their own destiny here. One map, you're in the grand finals against Team Acrylic, but you just can't ever count Thrive out.
Yeah, and I think for Thrive specifically on this map, they're P2 to P3, right? The office to the kitchen rotations and how they've been able to hold those points. That's where they've made a lot of their money, right? Against Team Acrylic there. And then obviously they got a point here and there. But I think really that's where they've been able to kind of cash in, get 40, 50 seconds on those hard points as Cabal Gaming are going to have to contend with Thrive. And I like how you said that. They control their own destiny. They're one map away. 1 out of the next 3 is all they have to win here. But they can't loosen up. They cannot get lackadaisical right now. This is the best moment for them to go for the throat, to tighten up. They've been frying all series so far. Hardpoint and Rewind here. Let's see if they can close it out on Skyline as Thrive are just fighting for their lives right now. Fighting for a chance to take it to a map 4.
Fighting for those tournament hopes right now. One map could be the end of their tournament here in Columbus, Ohio. For Cabal Gaming, though, we talked about controlling your own destiny. You've got 2 hard points coming up and then a Vault Search and Destroy to potentially close it out. Where do you see them closing this series out if they do?
I mean, this is the thing, right? For Cabal's side, I think they can easily close it out on the Skyline side, right? Their hard points have looked phenomenal, at least in Vault. And like you said, they've been going on a insane losers bracket run here. While on Thrive, I mean, they don't have a choice, right? They've got to dominate Skyline and Vorkuta. It cannot be close, right? It can't be like 250 to 240. It's got to be absolute domination from Thrive's side so that they can make it to that search and destroy map onto Vault. And if they can string some of those rounds together like they did on Rewind where they put 3 in a row, definitely a much more competitive match. We were surprised when we saw how close this search and destroy was. We thought the hard points would be close. But instead, like you said, the script has flipped just a little bit.
Indeed it has. And now for Thrive, I mean, you talk about these players, icons, Nate, Stu, Dello. I mean, some of the best, especially here in Columbus this weekend. The Young Guns have been absolutely putting on a clinic. They talked about their confidence heading into this one. I mean, you talk about finding confidence in a series like this, and I think that's really kind of what separates what we, my duo would say, the old dogs versus the new dogs, right? The old dogs, even when the going is tough, that's when they can get going sometimes, right? Sometimes when they're down a map, they're down 2 maps, that's when they can really lock it in and start to bring things back. But when you're a young team and when you've got that young mentality, you got to find that confidence somewhere. You've got to find something to hang your hat on, even in a series like this where things have just not been going your way. You got to try to get back for it. Not sure if they're going to be able to, but ladies and gentlemen, we will send it to a quick break. And when we come back, we will have map number 3, Skyline Hardpoint between Thrive and Cabal Gaming. Gentlemen, welcome back into Game Arena in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. Losers finals here between Cabal Gaming and Thrive. Cabal Gaming 1 map away from setting their date with Team Acrylic.
Thrive 1 map away from losing their tournament hopes, as we say. Thrive getting onto that first point, and I wanted to talk about it, right? We mentioned it earlier, their ability to string P1, P2, and P3, right? The hot tub to the office to the kitchen. Work, play here is right now Thrive doing a good job. Trying to hold it down right now.
Ball Gaming a little bit on the back foot here, and in terms of P1, but you get a couple of kills to go your way, and now you can start to force the issue here if you're KB, and that's exactly what he does. Running into a couple of guns, though, they're going to have to back on out as CABAL Gaming going to start to soak up a little bit of this P1 time, try to make their way towards this P2 side, but nothing given right now from Thrive. They are shutting it down at every single angle, and they have these P2 rotations already on lock with those good side spawns, so CABAL Gaming going to have to make the long fight here if they want to get back into this hard point.
CABAL right now working their way towards that P2, like you said. The good spawns for Thrive absolutely swinging this point in their favor. They're 35 points in, 45 seconds on this point as we pan over right now, and kills being traded back and forth right now. Thrive and CABAL, they're frying each other.
CABAL now into the hill, but won't be for long as Thrive will throw right back in. Dilo will find that kill that he needs. A couple of shots going back either which way, but CABAL Gaming now with the spawn cell flip will have good sight at least for this one, and that's a double piece there from Rooper as he is just going to wake his way around, play his life after that. CABAL Gaming will clean up the access kills, and for the boys in purple right now, you get a good hold at least here now off this P2, but you're just losing out on every single rotation right now.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to pick up some of the scraps. As we say that, though, Thrive have actually cleared out CABAL. They don't want to give them any seconds right now. Rotations being made right now. Thrive playing like a brand new team as CABAL. It's a couple kills on the board.
Yeah, 3-for-1 trade will go in the favor of CABAL, and now they will be locked into this P3 kitchen. Thrive going to be spawning back towards that piano side of the map. Will work their way around, but Cootie, oh, he's going on the long wrap here. They're not going to expect this at all. Trying to line up the kills. There's one. Trying to find the second. Running out of ammo a little bit there. Next gun up. Not going to work. Icons will be able to find that trade-out kill. But in the meantime, it is CABAL Gaming that have just soaked up all of this kitchen hill time, and they continue to do so, at least for the moment. Thrive trying to throw some early pressure, though, back in.
See if they can break this kitchen hold right now, which has been so difficult for them, right? Every time the other team has that kitchen, they've been struggling to be able to break it here. As now they finally get in on these final couple 15 seconds. But CABAL Gaming, after a rocky start, have managed to keep it close.
Yeah, they're keeping it a little bit close here, a little bit mixy of a hill, and good shots there coming in from Icons, but he immediately gets traded back out. A little bit of scrap time that'll go on the plate of Thrive, and now the rotation's trying to be hit as well. Stu, big 1v1 towards the backside, not going to be able to win it though, so for the moment, CABAL Gaming still holds this backside of the map in their preface, but Thrive does hold the hill control for the moment, so CABAL now throwing their bodies in, contested hill, but will get thrown right back out. Shots being laid down every which way you like, and now the Kenso starts to ensue.
Yeah, and really for Thrive, Icons has been frying CABAL Gaming right now. If this guy's on the map, if he's alive, he's liable for 2 just for himself right now, giving his team man advantages on these points. As Thrive stringing together a good couple points right now, 107 to 53, and really good on the defense. Icons once again on the kill feed, just lapping it up. CABAL Gaming don't have an answer for Thrive right now.
Thrive are just running amok on the map. CABAL Gaming, all of a sudden you are put surely on the back foot in a series you're up 2-0 in. So like we said, this is a map that we really felt like could have been in Thrive's favor, and at least for the moment is looking like it will be. But CABAL Gaming still ever so dangerous here, not down too much yet.
Yeah, Thrive had a tendency to let up towards the end. When he hit that 200-second mark, that's when they started to get a little lackadaisical here, and we talked about CABAL and the other teams kind of taking advantage of that, as it's 58 to 136. A lot of time still for both of these teams with this hard point. These last couple hard points have been in Thrive's favor, and right now, Stu absolutely frying CABAL.
37 seconds left to work with here on this hill, and Thrive will take every bit that they can, just extending this lead. Now up almost over 100 points. CABAL Gaming, you have got to start something. You have got to start it now. You look over towards that new hill, and it is Thrive that has just worked their way over, flipped the spawns right back out, and they are just continuing to soak up that P1 time.
Yeah, Thrive is playing like a different beast. I don't know who took the seats of this team right now. Genetically engineered aliens that are designed to play Call of Duty right now, but they are up very, very big here. Over 100 points right now as we do get the first rotations onto P2 here.
CABAL Gaming does get those spawns back in their favor, does get to that hill first, but for how long can they hold off this Thrive pressure that is seemingly just being thrown at them every single time? 2 players starting to hit through your bottom side as well as 1 through piano. He'll go up and over the top, but it's 3 dead in the feed from CABAL Gaming that just turned heads.
Really, really good string of kills there. Should start some momentum, even if it's small, into Cabal Gaming's favor. So you get that office hardpoint right now, but Thrive had a lot of time to work with, have a big lead to work with, and there we go. Icons, once again, just absolutely dominating the kill feed. 21 and 12 right now.
It's the 2 big kills that they need, but Cabal Gaming still does have pressure towards this side, but now do not have the favorable spawns, at least for the hill. So Thrive, they will take this 20 seconds, put it in the back pocket, get themselves ever so close to that 200-point mark. For Cabal Gaming, you are just getting smoked off of the map right now. Have to find a way to bring yourself back.
Yeah, they do pick up some nice kills, try to get some spawns going as you see them on that second point right now, or third point right now, as Thrive working their way around the map. Look, where's Dilo? What is he doing? He's sneaking around. He's slithering behind Cabal Gaming.
Trying to go up through the underside in the bottom, but Cabal Gaming not going to be any the wiser to it. So Delo will get the first one for free. 2-for-1 trade will go the way of Thrive. Now contested hill. Thresh goes down. Nate going to be able to find another one here, and Delo himself just laying on the hill now as Thrive is going to soak up any time that they can, just extend this lead and just not allow Cabal Gaming an inch back into this.
This is looking like a very different Thrive right now. They are absolutely dominating Cabal on this hardpoint map right now. As I say that, though, Cabal pick up 3 quick kills to turn the point into their favor.
214 to 110. Cabal Gaming down by over 100 points right now as Thrive soaks up that scrap time. You do have the back bedroom spawns, but the pressure now from Thrive starting to hit through the backside. Delo as well now, kind of rolling around as now Thrive is taking this back P4, and they only need about 20 seconds to get the win.
Yeah, it's looking rough. Cabal Gaming have to play some flawless Call of Duty right now. They've got to string massive amount of points together, and it all starts with this first initial kill as they wiping up the kill feed right now. 3 big ones for themselves. They wiped it out. It's a good start. Let's see if they can hold it.
Cabal Gaming right into the hill, and now Chalice from around the outside. KB in mid, trying to play these little cutoff crossers, trying to get a few kills, trying to take the pressure off of the hill. Meanwhile, though, a couple of trades start to happen over off screen, but KB still with they are able to do work. Pistol out now. KB absolutely unkillable on his way right into P4.
KB absolutely playing some heroic Call of Duty right now, and only gave a couple points away. Cabal Gaming stringing some stuff together as Dilo does get taken out here. And another contest onto this point. Thrive have it just for a little bit, but now they start getting these last 5 seconds here. Thrive is so close, they can taste it, Matt.
2:45. You only need 5 seconds here off this P1. You're already locked into this hot tub. Only 2 seconds left needed, and I don't think anyone's going to get close. 250 to 140. An absolute stomping on map number 3. And Thrive, welcome into the losers finals.
Yeah, welcome back. Thrive to hardpoint, right? This is the Thrive we expected, right? This is the one that we were waiting for, as they were taking it to Team Acrylic on some of these maps. Beautiful, beautiful hardpoint coming out from them. I mean, just you talk about playing flawless CoD. That's damn near close, right? That's a 95 percentile CoD.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolute perfection out of them. Seemingly could do nothing wrong. Icons 25 and 2022 non-traded kills. Delo 24 and 17 to his name. And now Thrive have finally got a little something to hang their hat on here in this series. A huge map 3 win to bounce themselves right back into it. But Vorkuta Hardpoint, the next one up on the docket, and Cabal Gaming. You missed your first chance, but you still got 2 maps to put this series away and put yourself in the grand finals.
Just got to win 1 out of those next 3 we talked about if they had a pretty dominating performance, right? These guys trading hard points, 250 to 161, 250 to 140. Doesn't seem like these guys are going to make it close. Once one team starts getting the ball rolling here, it's really hard to stop them. Vorkuta Hardpoint, though, one of those maps that is very, very difficult on some of these points. A lot of them open areas or maybe only one little thing for cover here. Want to see how both of these teams are going to tackle this hard point here, but man, I kind of hope Thrive takes it so we can see some S&D on Vault.
I mean, if we could go to a map 5 in the losers finals, that would be absolute. I mean, you just love to see it, right? Pandemonium here, especially with Thrive trying to pull off the reverse sweep. But before we get there, we have got to get through Vorkuta Hardpoint, and more importantly, Thrive has to come up with another huge hardpoint win if they want to see that Vault S&D. Map number 4, Could be the definitive one, could be what sends CABAL Gaming on to the grand finals. Thrive, though, thinks they have something to say about it. Let's get it kicked off.
Backs against the wall, and it seems like Thrive are thriving right now. As get some engagements towards this first hard point right now. KB trying to play those headshots, gets the first kill on the side of CABAL Gaming right now. Thresh picks it up. Let's see what happens.
Already a couple early kills being thrown, the fisticuffs out at him. CABAL Gaming trading back and forth, but they will be on the hill first, at least for the moment. Thrive tries to throw a little bit of pressure there towards that way, but we know trying to hold down for these P2 spawns in this P2 side of the map can be so difficult if you let these players slip in through your mid area. CABAL Gaming, though, they're just feeling to hold down here on this P1, garner all the time that they can, and just make Thrive come to them for the moment.
We see him in the drum right now, just praying that he doesn't get util spammed. And CABAL Gaming, almost 30-0 right now on this hardpoint P1. Thrive seem to have just given up on it. They're going to start rotating towards that P2, and very well played from CABAL. That P1, one of the more difficult ones to hold down.
Yeah, and Thrive, though, going to try to use these P2 side of the map to their advantage, but all of a sudden things flip right back out, and CABAL, they are knocking on the back door, and KB lighting them up early there with the AR. They're making their way in. Trade galore battle happening there on the hill. Last one left alive, jumps into the hill is Nate. He'll just have to wait for the reinforcements to come on through because the rest of CABAL Gaming is making their way in right through the backside of the hill.
Nate's trying with the pistol. Couldn't get much done here, but Thrive eventually are going to take control as they get nice trades coming out, dominating that kill feed. Stu picks one up, and now we're in the waiting game. A little bit of silence right now as CABAL planning their next offensive.
Thrive laying on the hill as for the moment. Contested for now. Icons trying to find the shots on in. CABAL Gaming was a great start for them off the first hill, but second hill hasn't necessarily gone the same way, but you still hold a nice lead leading in here to this P3, but for the moment, Thrive all over it.
Yeah, just absolutely playing these headshots, playing these challenges very, very well, but another one of them open hard points on Vorkuta right now. Let's see how CABAL Gaming navigates this one, as well as Thrive. Did a good job taking that P2 and holding it down for themselves. A lot of good challenges as Icons just flinging himself around the map right now. Finally goes down to KB. Oh my God, KB!
KB trying to light up the kill feed, finds a big two-piece there. Rupert's gonna pick up the third, so Icons, only one left alive here. He does have that jackal in hand, and he's looking to do some damage. Finds one, finds two, maybe even the third. The slide chow with the pistol up and around, sits KB right down. Thrive right into the hill.
Stu saw what KB did and said, I can do better, bet, as he does go down here, but that hard point going in the favor of Thrive right now. It's going to even it up just a little bit. This hard point, knife's edge kind of for these two teams. Super close right now.
Only 2 seconds separating our two teams, and you expect nothing less in a do-or-die map here to go to the grand finals. Thrive are on this new hill first, locked in, ready to go, but how long can they hold it? Because CABAL Gaming gets the three-piece in the feed, starts to make their way up into the hill, and will take control almost immediately. CABAL Gaming now still with a 4-second deficit, as this game just couldn't be closer.
And KB absolutely going for these massive flanks right now, being a thorn in Thrive's side right now. They got to figure out where this guy is. They can't let him disrupt anymore.
Trying not to let them into the hill right now as CABAL Gaming. You've still got 30 seconds to work with. This could be a very big lead for you, especially we've seen how Vorkuta can play at multiple times, going to the time, going to the limit. Can they get a big lead here early that would solidify them throughout this game? Big 14 seconds. You got to start to hit your rotations now, though, over on towards new as Thrive already spawning towards that side of the map will be there locked in. Icon's able to pick up two there around on the flank as he rotates himself now onto this new hill. But shots from the backside, you're going to be able to have to deal with KB as he's able to fly in. He does get taken out, and Thrive will be locked in for new.
Yeah, Thrive got this new point as CABAL maximized their time. Very good hold from them. It was tough as kind of Thresh was playing. Thresh and KB are just playing Disruptor right now. They've been doing a really good job wrapping around, finding these kills as Rupert has to wait for his team. This challenge is tough.
Yeah, the challenges are all tough right now. Trade for trade for trade. A team kills spin around in there for Thrive. Not exactly what you want to see, but your team cleans up every single player. KB, though, still kicking around as CoD, though, able to set up on the pinch. Is able to find a big kill there. Stops Thrive from being able to garner any more time, at least for the moment. CoD now on the 5 spree, 10-6 to his name, and absolutely opens this hill by himself.
Yeah, just one man armied into this point. As Rest of Cabal Gaming try to funnel in right now, and Thrive, having to deal so much with just one man, has allowed Cabal Gaming to kind of slip through the cracks here, although that point gonna go in the favor of Thrive as Cabal picking up some of that trash points right now. 100 to 85 right now. I mean, this is a super, super close hard point.
And through our first set of rotations, only about 20 seconds separating both of our teams here, as it will be Cabal Gaming that is in that P1 first, but a 2-for-1 trade that will go the way of Thrive. May have something to say about that, but KB making noise himself, lighting it up again. 1, 2, 3. How many times will we see this man lighting up the kill feed?
He's just getting these nasty, nasty flanks right now. Finally goes down here, but that's given Cabal more than enough room to take control of this P1 here, slowly but surely getting their lead farther and farther ahead right now. 114 to 88 as point flips back over to Thrive right now, but it's hotly contested. It's a war zone right now over there.
Yeah, and it's going to be a war zone for all of these hills, really, especially heading into this next P2. Both teams know of how much importance this P2 can play, especially if you can get there and you can get your hold in early. Does look like Thrive have the rotations and the spawns towards that side of the map, but for the moment, Cabal Gaming soaking up all of that P1 time, getting themselves extended lead, but just not showing up in the kill feed right now, as Thrive will lock down the 2 individual rotational gunfights and now push themselves onto the hill.
Good from Thrive here to take that P2. It's very difficult for Cabal Gaming to kind of break that sometimes, right? That point doing insane work as Rooper, again on the flanks. If it's not KB, it's Roofer. If it's not Rooper, it's that. One of these guys are always hitting these massive, massive flanks right now.
Yeah, just making sure any player can play any position right now. Cabal Gaming gets a couple of opening kicks into the hill, but not going to be able to find it. Thrive, 3 wipe in the feed. It continues to hold this P2 down, and we talked about it. How important would this P2 be? Thrive almost gets themselves back into the game.
They're knotted up pretty damn close here. Even then, with Cabal Gaming dominating that kill feed, they might get scraps. As Stu picks up nice kills here and is able to close out this hard point, as we already see the rotations coming in. 3 members from Thrive already on to P3.
128 to 129. Thrive's got the lead back into their favor, and as you say, they got the rotations on over as well. 2 big kills, 3 big kills come through on the kill feed, and Thrive kills everyone off rotation. This will be at least 15, 20 seconds of uncontested hill time that they are just going to soak up, put in the back pocket, and force these Cabal Gaming players to force out to them.
Yeah, and this is a tough hit. This is a tough point to hold, right? One of those open points, one of those open hard points in Vorkuta right now. But Stu and the rest of Thrive doing a damn good job maximizing their time. They've gotten it past the 30-second mark, and they've been dominating P2 and P3 this map.
Round through the backside, Thresh able to find that first opening pick, but still not able to find anything on the hill until then, ripping people apart. And Cabal, 3 big kills in the feed, able to lock themselves in for the scrap time, but you've got to make your way now towards this P4, towards this new side. We know how back and forth this hill can be, of utmost importance that Cabal Gaming doesn't let this lead slip away.
And they've got to get more than 30 seconds here. They can't afford to do a 30-30 split right now, as CoD trading heavily right now as saw Cabal Gaming get the rotations onto this point. Let's see if they can actually hold it, but Icons and Stu, man, they're just running amok.
Running amok on the map, but it's 3 dead in the feed from the side of Cabal Gaming. Icons get sent to the grave. That's a 4 wipe down, and Cabal Gaming now into this hill, but close spawns here as Nate throws his body right back into it himself, able to find that kill. Contested for now. CoD in with the pistol, able to find it. AR out, looking for the kills. Now might be the wipe in the feed, but Thrive tries to get their way in, but can't get past KP. But these close spawns are just gonna be allowing them to just continuously throwing chow after chow after chow.
The point flipped so many times, but in the end, Cabal Gaming is able to hold on to it, as Icons might have something to say about it, waiting for his team to come in as they get a couple kills here, but CoD and Thresh cleaning that up, and Thrive do get the last couple seconds onto that point here, but we already see Cabal Gaming making their way towards that next point.
167 to 174. Cabal Gaming locked in here for New, but Thrive lurking around, trying to find the break on in. Icons will be the first to fall, though, so Thrive's push is going to be stalled a little bit in its tracks. Icons now will go down as well, and Rooper picks up another kill for Cabal Gaming. CoD lights up again in the kill feed, and all of a sudden, it is all purple. Cabal Gaming taking a foothold on this map.
And Cabal Gaming, everybody on their team right now pulling their weight. Everybody above that 20 kill mark right now. We look inside of Thrive. It's pretty much Icon solo carrying this team right now, trying to do as much work as he can. We've been seeing dominating the kill feed, but Cabal Gaming just playing like a well-oiled machine together.
Yeah, now they're going to double chow out on this old hill. Garner a little bit of scrap time here if they can, but Thrive will find the shots in and find the little bit of scrap they need to get the lead back in their favor, but it is still too close to call right now as Cabal Gaming and Thrive putting on an absolute barn burner here in the losers finals. Thrive needs this map to continue on in this series.
Cabal Gaming already got hold of that P1, one of the harder ones, one of the open ones here, and they've always been playing this inside CoD, right? As Rupert just trying to be a menace, trying to be annoying right now as Thresh hits a nice kill on the outside rotations as Thrive. How are they going to penetrate this? How are they going to try to get these guys off of this point? It is contested at the moment. No kills. The game has slowed down just a little bit.
Yeah, and all you need to do is just kind of sit on this, keep the contention going. Don't allow Cabal Gaming to extend that lead any further here if you are Thrive. Now you find a couple of kills that you need. You can start to potentially get a hold here on this hill.
Woo!
And with Icon shooting a pistol like that, it's absolutely a good time out for Thrive, but still, trying to get the lead back in their favor, trying to flip out for this P2 side of the map, and it's seemingly Cabal Gaming knows where the pressure is going to come from. 1-for-1 trade, 2-for-1 trade, going to go the way of Cabal towards the back side of the map. You deal with that back rotational pressure, you can potentially lock yourself in for this P2.
This P2, one of the difficult ones to break into here, as Cabal Gaming do have first move. Nice kills coming onto the board here, and the lead changes. How many times has it happened? Like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 different lead changes right now. Just Thrive and Cabal Gaming trading back and forth, back and forth.
Kills going back and forth either which way. Cabal Gaming still on the hill for the moment. Do hold the control. 34 seconds left to work with, and as well at that 218 moment. But Stu able to throw his body right into the point, able to find one, potentially able to find two here. KB, he's got to make the big kills here. Finds the first to open things up. Finds the second with the pistol. Trying to find another here. He's got his boy Thresh in the hill as well. KB takes him out. Not enough time though quite to win it just yet here on this hill. You're going to have to potentially rotate on over if the time doesn't work in your favor. But potentially now you're looking at the seconds ticking away. I think it might work for them.
Yeah, they only need about, what, 10 seconds after this here. They should be able to hit one of those early rotations, but if Thrive string 2 points together, it could be tough. Now we're past the 241 to 214 mark. So we see Thrive on that next point right now, and they've been pretty good at holding this one. One of the more open ones. Cabal Gaming have struggled to break through.
Oh! Icons absolutely putting them to bed. Big two-piece out of the kid, and now Thrive can start to make their way, can start to make this hold. 230 now and counting. Can they reach the 250 mark? Dello now trying to hold for his life right here, but they're not going to be able to hold Cabal back. 3 kills in the feed, and all of a sudden, only 5 seconds needed. Icons has to go huge, has to go nuclear, has to go now, but can't get there in time. 250 to 231, and Cabal will send themselves to the grand finals to take on the top dogs in Team Acrylic.
20 seconds separated these teams on this final hard point. You want to believe that Thrive almost do it. Icons, the man on your screen, the man for Thrive, just could not get it done in the end here. 41 and 24, but if you look on the side of Cabal Gaming, everybody pulling their own weight very equally, right? 30 plus kills on every single member here. Icons putting on a heroic performance, but unfortunately on Thrive's side, nobody else could lift the weight, and that gives Cabal Gaming the 3-1 victory. Like you said, in their match against Team Acrylic. You think Acrylic is sweating, Matt? You think they're a little worried or no?
Nah, I don't think Acrylic is worried about anything right now. We've talked about the star-studded roster of Acrylic, and they knew that they'd be facing one of these two teams heading into the day, as Thrive and Cabal have now played their barn burner, and it goes on to the grand finals. Cabal 250 to 161, 6-4 in the S&D. They get absolutely smoke showed on Skyline Hardpoint and then bring it back for one of the best Fukuda hardpoints you might witness all year long. 250 to 231, and they lock in this series for Cabal and the Cabal fans. You take a look at them right here. They started off the day in the losers bracket, taking out Hollow HQ 2, taking out Rally Esports, taking out Luxury Exotics, taking out Thrive, and now looking to pull the ultimate David vs. Goliath upset against Team Acrylic in the grand finals. We want to give a quick shout out to Thrive Gaming. Those guys absolutely showed up and showed out here, particularly throughout this day, but just couldn't get it done against CABAL Gaming.
And what a run, right? I mean, they have just been tearing through this losers bracket. CABAL Gaming looking to keep that momentum. You could argue maybe Team Acrylic is a little cold. Maybe they're a little rusty, as they did have to wait for their challenger at the grand finals here. But if we get an interview,
yes,
got
sir.
somebody here from CABAL Gaming.
How are we feeling, brother?
Hello, how are you doing?
Doing good, man. How are we feeling?
Really good. It was a good victory because we came in and I think we lost in losers bracket 3.
Yep.
So we played a lot of matches, and the last one was like one of the hardest one. Not because they were good, and because like we were playing like a lot. So
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk to you guys about that. I mean, you started off in the losers bracket early on today. I think you've played more matches than anyone here today. I mean, you look at it here. I mean, you guys just keep on doing it, man. I mean, talk to us about this kind of crazy run you guys have been on.
So basically, we were really confident on our hard points and S&Ds, but on winners, we fell short. Not only because they were really good, but because like we made a lot of mistakes. So like on losers, we're like, okay, let's just focus on this. Let's get extra reps. Our S&Ds were better, and our hard points feel really good. So next match, I know we're gonna at least go to a second bracket and win it.
Oh, yeah, man. I was about to ask. I mean, you're taking on the big dogs of the tournament. Obviously, some big names, star-studded roster there. You guys are a little set to pull off the upset here. What do you guys have to do to pull it off?
Like it's not. So basically, like we just need to play like how we play on scrims. Because on scrims, like we are the best team of challengers by far. So we just need to just improve on our setups and just play confident, because we know what we're capable of. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, man, the chat's loving you right now. Obviously, we got a lot of guys rooting for you here today. Anything else you want to say to the fans out here, or potentially to Team Acrylic, before you guys head into grand finals?
That we're gonna win it all.
Hey, I love it, man.
I know that we way better than them.
Hey,
So.
confidence is key, brother. We're looking forward to seeing you. Great match out there. We're looking forward to see you in the grand finals, brother.
Same. Hey, see you guys. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Absolute legend there in the scene. Appreciate you, brother. And now sets us up with a grand finals. CABAL Gaming taking on Team Acrylic. Ladies and gentlemen, one quick break, and we will be in the grand finals. Don't go anywhere. Get your snacks, get your water, because it's about to be a banger.